We will get started in 3 minutes. We're live in 2 minutes. All right, we ready. 3:30 almost. It's good enough. My ex is a psycho. All right, before we check on anything new, let's there's raising us a little more. Before we check on any new threads or stories, let's see what we got from yesterday. Oh, 10 upvotes on comment from, so yes, you're the asshole. First of all, if they're flying out, okay, yeah, this lady volunteered her place for somebody else to stay, for her friend's boyfriend to stay, that they've only met one time, and didn't ask her boyfriend that she lives with if the person could stay. So yeah, I told her she's the asshole. First of all, if they're flying out to see someone an extra hour, plus or minus of driving is not a big deal. You know, it should be the obvious answer. Why the hell wouldn't they stay at the person's house that they're going to see? Anyways, yeah, his girlfriend, yeah, right. Terrible reasoning. By trying to be nice to your friends, you inconvenience your husband, this person who you should be considerate of. I mean, I feel like that was a pretty obvious response. Look, other people told her she's an asshole too. She didn't respond to too many people, but I guess mine cut deep. All right, on to the next one. Oh, dude, that's not possible. Oh yeah, this guy felt guilty because his brother died because he didn't go pick him up. Um, and yeah, obviously it's not his fault because his brother still chose to drive drunk. Blah blah blah. Obvious. On to the next. There's one I kind of got a few downloads for. I want to show you guys. Seems like he's saying, "Oh wait, not this is not the one. This is another." You're a twit, bud. Yeah, see, I told somebody they're a twit. He obviously did not mean what you are suggesting. All he said is if they are both residing, paying bills, it should be an agreement if someone is invited over. That's simple. It seems like he's saying both partners only have a say when both are paying rent on the house. Considering that he explicitly named in the comment, If you're saying he doesn't mean that, I think you're wrong. I don't know what the fuck this guy is talking about. On to the next one. Not interesting enough. The guy was a twit. Who cares? Notifications. Okay. And then, oh yeah, this is, I got in trouble on this one here. I got 92 downloads, guys. 92 downloads, that is. So somebody posted a thread saying, oh, that's crazy. Look, it has 222, well, 23 upvotes. Gotta go down. Give it a download. So now it's 222 and 333. Confirmed. Last year, I attempted by using my school tie. Luckily, it broke, but I was around half a minute from going brain dead based on my injuries. While I was out cold, my vision obviously blurred and went green, then blue, and I heard someone saying something which I couldn't make out properly. I very faintly could see pictures of me and my family I look at often, and the voice of my girlfriend. The tie broke and everything came back. I scrambled with whatever I had and tried to scream, although my mind was messed and so was my throat. I threw myself downstairs and screamed, and I can't remember anything from then until I was in the ambulance. I was treated and recovered. Obviously, I'm not laughing at his situation. I feel bad for it. It's just, it seems like a lot of pain that you put yourself through. And yeah, well, we'll keep reading. Recovered, obviously, to this day. Being short of breath freaks me out a bit, and I was put into a really bad state when a girl attempted in the middle of my youth school. Everybody like attempts over there and shit. It's like a thing, you know, like, oh, have you attempted? No, when was your first attempt? I don't know. The UK is a shithole, see? So I just told him, you weren't fully committed? You know what they say, when you fall, you dust yourself off and try again. I mean, probably not in this case, though. But I am glad you were okay, and told him not to do it again. You are loved by at least me. I love you, so don't do it. Got 92 fucking downvotes. What the fuck what is up with that? I need to stop cursing. But what the hell is up with that? 92 downvotes? That's insane. And that means some people must have liked that reply, because I got notifications saying you got upvotes for this reply. So that means there must have been like 100 plus people that didn't like that. Out of 677 likes, or I mean not likes, views. There must have been maybe 150 or 200 that didn't like it and 100 that liked it. That's my theory. Really, my theory is there was 250 or 300 people that liked it, and then there was 400 people or 405 people that didn't like it. No, 392 people that didn't like it. Yeah, that's what it was. 300 people liked the comment and 392 did not like the comment. That's why I got negative 92. There's still 300 of us, though, and you know what they say about having 300. The put using my school tie, which implies they're a kid. They put, it's not the put, they put using my school tie, which implies they're a kid. So while you might think you were being funny, kids aren't the best audience for that. Oh, really? Who the fuck? Is she to determine who are you to determine who the best audience is for what? Yeah, what? Who the fuck is she? Talking about, oh, they're not the best audience. Probably too soon. Yeah, I agree. I gave them an upvote. What a strange way to show love it is. We all have our own ways. Look, people are haters, bro. Another 314 that hated me and 300 that liked me, yo. Haters. What an absolute fuck is wrong with you? What an absolute fuck is wrong with you? Nothing, mate. What is up? All right. That was not good. We'll just go to new Reddit for today. We do about 10 minutes. We'll do 8 minutes. What was that? What did it say? Oh no. Oh, whoa. All right. Back to Reddit. 10 upvotes. Yeah, we seen that. So, am I overreacting? Relationship boundaries. All right. This is so fucking stupid of me, but am I overreacting? I'm a 26-year-old female going out with my friend and the guy she's seeing. They're staying at a hotel for Valentine's and we can't park at the hotel. I'm meeting him and my 2 stepsisters at my friend's house, and he's going to drive us all to the hotel they're staying at so we can pre-drink, pre-game before going out. It's my first time meeting him and my friend won't be there. Do I give him a hug when saying hi? I know it sounds so small, but I've never had a boyfriend, so I'm not sure on how to gauge boundaries. What a fucking weirdo. You're going to make it weird no matter what, because you're weird. You're weird no matter what. But just try yourself. Do what's comfortable. Yeah, what's comfortable and safe. No silly business. No silly business. All right. On to the next one. Stack messages on my boyfriend. Friendship in crisis, I think. If we're talking bad about our teacher, no thanks. How can I look unapproachable when I'm out? I'm a 22. Okay. All right. Oh, she got already 2,000 likes, so I'm not going to mess with it because, well, yeah, no. We could read it and we could talk about it. I'm a 27-year-old married mom of 2. I'm 5'4", 120 pounds. I'm not intimidating at all. I often get approached in the grocery store or at the gas station. Mostly men just striking up conversation. I don't want to sound like think I'm hot stuff, but it does happen often. I get nervous and smile and laugh politely, but I don't love it. I'm wondering if there's anything I can do to avoid it. Men and women's input welcome. Yeah, stay the fucking sign. Fucking sign. No, there's nothing you can do to avoid it. People are going to talk to you. No, you. I'm sure to some, but who cares? Who fucking cares? Who cares about that? Dumb ass. Yeah, screw this lady. She just wants to talk about how I bet you she probably has an OnlyFans. Look. Where's her OnlyFans? That's the only reason that. We're gonna go. If we're not getting my fiance a new ring for Valentine's Day. I said, oh, we don't want to do that. Am I overreacting to my roommate getting with my ex-girlfriend? Too long. Didn't read at the beginning. No. First, it's not even it's 3 paragraphs, yo. I love when people are like, it's a long story, and then it's like 2 paragraphs or 3 paragraphs. So basically, it's a long story, but me and my ex-girlfriend of a year broke up in December. We had a very close relationship. We hung out almost daily, did almost everything together. We even spent 2 weeks in Europe together. It was a plethora of reasons, but a main one was her accusing me of having wandering eyes due to me watching porn while we were dating. We were amicable at first, talking a lot, maybe too much, calling and being very friendly. But then she suddenly flipped. She was rude to me, began trash talking me, and spreading rumors about me on an almost daily basis. And while she did keep texting me, she eventually blocked me on all social media. It stung, but I felt like that is pretty normal for breakup stuff, and it made it easier for me to move on. But fast forward to a week ago, my roommate gave me a heads up that my roommate gave me a heads up that he and me, ex, had been hanging out for several weeks. My ex had asked him out officially. I have known this guy for about 5 years. Hold on. Okay. I have known this guy for about 5 years, and while we were good friends, we only really became close after we've been living together in 2024. However, I began to lose a lot of respect for him since it was pretty obvious he was interested in my ex since around both me and my ex picked up on it. I tried to be friendly since is this a gay relationship? Not, I mean, there's just anything wrong with it, but I mean, I feel dirty reading it if it is. Obviously, this news low-key crushed me. If I felt massively betrayed by this guy I've known for half a decade now, I felt like my ex, who had been very rude and mean to me, was making her way. Oh yeah, her way. So, what? Why is one ex a he and one is? My ex, who had been very rude and mean to me, was making her way back to my house, into my house. It felt like all the healing and work I had done to get her was undone, and now her new relationship was being thrown in my face on a daily basis. So, his buddy is fucking his wife or his ex-wife. So I blocked the guy and everything, and I tried to avoid him and avoid the house as much as possible. But that kind of boiled over when he brought my ex over to the house, and we were hanging out with each other. Well, yeah, what the fuck? I had a mini blow up. I essentially called my roommate a snake, a fake friend, and a piece of shit, and called my ex a lying homie hopper. Later, I sent my roommate another text insulting him and banning my ex from being in the house. Yeah, fuck them. They shouldn't be in the house anyways. He's an asshole for letting them in the house. I told the rest of my roommates I was moving out as soon as I found a new place. My roommates said I went too far, that I should calm down and reconsider. But friends who aren't as close to me say, what the fuck, get the fuck out immediately. Should calm down. First of all, why the fuck were they in your house as your ex and friend as it was? That's where you fuck. Let's start. No, you aren't wrong to not want them in your house and banning them from coming back. It does sound like a recipe for disaster. Yeah. His whole situation. Your situation. Damn, I can spell still. I'm so proud of myself. Without ChatGPT. Yeah, this guy, fuck this guy, he's an idiot. This is like that I would do. Move in my new girlfriend with my ex-girlfriend at the same time in the apartment. Have them living together. Literally on different sides of that door right there. So I had one girl staying right here where I'm sitting, with a bed right here. And then another girl in that room, the ex. Don't do that. It's very bad. It does not end good. I can tell stories later, maybe. That's right. I started it. I was thinking about changing my Reddit to, but no, I don't want to mix it actually. And yeah. How do I not let these thoughts and emotions dominate my behavior? I'm a teenager from Russia. Ask me anything. No, I don't want to ask you shit. I've been there. My friend only cares about BJJ. Great, your friend is gay. I gotta run because without my court take the blame for getting a log box for the thermostat. Yeah, you're a fucking weirdo, probably. I live with my 2 sons. Well, yeah, you're still a fucking weirdo. Let it fucking turn it down, you dumb bitch. Sorry. Hello, I'm 38, female, and I live with my 2 sons, 22 and 16. My 16-year-old son started, I like to keep him in the oven. My 16-year-old started turning the thermostat up at night. Oh, he's turning it up, what the fuck? And would leave it turned up, yeah, beat his ass. You don't need to put a lock on it. Simple thing, right? So I asked him nicely to please stop touching the damn thermostat. I catched him about 10 more times after that, doing the same damn thing. So I talked to him again. I said, hey, please stop touching the fucking thermostat. Then he gets an attitude about it. He's saying he doesn't get what the big deal is, and so on. And so on. I explained that the higher the heat, the higher the gas electric bill. Oh, it's cold, I get it. So he's turning it up. But still, it doesn't need to be that. I mean, really the question here is what temperature. That's where how I'll determine who the asshole is here. I asked him again to please not touch the thermostat unless he wants to start paying the heat bill. It happens probably 5 more times. I'm just dumbfounded at this point. What the fuck is the temperature? We talked and argued about it some more, and specifically said, don't make me lock the thermostat, hoping maybe the threat alone would stop him. Do you think it stopped him? Absolutely not. Of course it didn't, you dummy. So I knew I have to follow through. I got a little plastic lock box that goes around the thermostat and installed it. It comes with 2 keys. He hasn't been able to touch it since, obviously, but I recently found out from my sister that my son was whining to other mother about the lock box. He was acting like he was being abused by not being able to touch the thermostat or something. And my sorry-ass mother took his side. She told my sister that she couldn't believe I did that and how crazy it was. She gave it to me straight, people. Am I the asshole here? I don't think. Okay. Sorry, I should have clarified. I keep it set at 70 degrees, and he has a space heater in his room. Okay, you're not the asshole. You are definitely... Well, I mean, if he's making it hot, over 70 is hot. 70 is good. Like, 70 is... 70. If you need over 70, you're an asshole. You're definitely not the asshole. No, that's considering, your AC is good and like you have a new unit and it's actually holding 70. But even if it's only 67, that would be great. Even 65 would be okay. So like wanting it more than 70, like anywhere near 70 is already kind of hot, like yeah, if it's hot, like over 70, I would want it at 72, like if it's like on a hot day. But when it's cold, I don't need it up over 67, 68. Why the hell would you need over 70? You're definitely not the asshole. Tell that those 2 little assholes until they start pitching in for electricity. They don't get to adjust the thermostat for comfort. You're only required to make it livable shelter. Yeah, just beat his ass. I don't need to tell her all that. Yeah, definitely not the asshole. Tell those 2 little assholes until they start pitching in for electricity. They don't get to adjust the thermostat for comfort. That's it. Yeah. I'm with you, Ice Princess. 1988. I feel that. Rich Partner poor, partner cautionary tale. Convince me to train. If I don't have, why would I want to convince you if you don't? Going through divorce, that sounds like enough reason. Wife asked me to move out yesterday. This is the loneliest. Oh shit. Oh man. If he him, well, not really, because yeah, I'm in my own place. Going through a divorce. Wife asked me to, and was never married. Wife, so I don't feel him at all. Going through divorce. Wife asked me to move out yesterday. This is the loneliest I've ever been, and I miss my kids. All I want to do is lay in my hotel bed and do nothing. Could not force myself to go. I abstain from destructive behaviors though, like alcohol, so that's a plus. I will try again next time. Get your ass up and go. Get your ass and go. You'll feel better after. Or go penetrate another woman. My friend told me that's remedy for heartbreak, but I yeah, my friend, he did. Johan told me if you suffer heartbreak, you have to go penetrate another woman. And after the penetration happens, the heartbreak leaves your body. Oh my God, here's the setup again. Exclusive, I accept. Fuck, who cares? Question about problem. God. Hi, probably has been asked numerous times before, but me, 18, have been lifting for 3 years at this point. I've never trained martial arts, never gone to any serious fights. MMA gyms in 1 hour vicinity are full, and I found a place training Krav Maga and decided to take 2 trial classes. What a fucking... No, he should definitely go to the MMA gyms. They're not full and they're not whatever. That's bullshit. You can't train Krav Maga, like you can't actually practice it. It's cool in theory and it works. I'm not saying it doesn't work. A lot of it, I'm sure that shit works, but like if you can't train it and like actually try it out, like daily, like full force, it's kind of different than something that you train every day and, you can actually practice, right? We wore gloves and actually sparred with each other. Oh, pretty rough, to be honest. We actually learned combos like a body jab, cross, hook, or a double jab. Wow. Hook, and the instructor taught me about body defense and more spatial awareness. I'm not trained to fight competition in the future or whatever. I just wanted to be able to defend myself if something happens. I mean, yeah, he could probably teach you. You could probably learn something from Krav Maga. You'll definitely be more effective than somebody that hasn't trained, for damn sure. And that's true and being real. But the instructor told me about levels and such inside Krav Maga. He said he expected me to get to P1 in 5 months. Do I actually learn practical stuff here? Can anyone help me decide if I should keep training this or wait until the MMA or kickboxing gyms around me have place again? They have fucking place. I've trained years of boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai. When I was younger, a bunch of traditional martial arts. I was a big problem for 6 months. I'm going to be honest here. Many people who train Krav Maga will not like this response. When you train Krav Maga, it's not significantly to make you a better fighter, right? Only practicing contact. What did I say? Only practicing full contact disciplines will make you a better fighter. Only dedicating yourself to boxing, wrestling, Muay Thai, kickboxing, or BJJ, so basically all skills of MMA, will significantly make you a better fighter. Only if you can hold your own in the different disciplines I mentioned above. Then Krav Maga can become a very useful tool to defend yourself because it creates awareness when, how to apply techniques. Without the skills of the disciplines above, you can only be effective against people who are same size or smaller than you and who have no fighting skills whatsoever. If you run into a fight with someone who is bigger than you or someone who knows how to fight well, Krav Maga will do not much to help you and you will be cooked. If your opponent has a weapon and has bad intentions, also Krav Maga will do little to save yourself. We got 3 minutes before we call it a wrap. I'm going to do this daily. I'm going to do a 30-minute session daily on Reddit. That'll be my thing. So give me something that I have to do consistently every day. So this is day 1 of 30 minutes on Reddit with Dmitriy, whatever the name will be. I'm literally going to do this every day for 30 days. No, not for 30 days, for a million days, not a million days. We'll go 100 days for sure. I'll give it 100 days on Rumble. Rumble, let's do it. I'll give you 30 minutes a day on Reddit. Action packed and ready to go. A friend out for disrespecting Hooters girls. Nah, you're not. Obviously, you're not an asshole for telling your friend not to be a dick to. It doesn't matter what girls, for disrespecting. So it's like you called your friend out for disrespecting somebody. Yeah, I mean, how did you do it? This is gonna be very short. Me and my best friend and 4 of her friends were on the call playing Among Us. Her boyfriend was on the line talking. They were arguing because I don't know what the fuck. Drama, bullshit, kid shit. It's 3:58, and with that face, we're gonna call it a wrap. Hi, Bob. How are you doing today? Yeah, I'm just signing off. Have a good one, Bob.